Hey guys, today I'm going to look at the Kizer family of knives out of China. These are knife made from S35VN, and you know we call them the ZT of the Orient, the zero tolerance of the Orient. Basically, that's sort of what they're marketed as. These are some of the knives we carry up at the store, and I'm primarily interested in comparing it with the ZT. Here's a ZT hinderer on the left, and right next to it there you see the similarly shaped and jimped 401A Kizer model. Pin layout is very similar. Scary. So the hinderer is going to be made of Elmax in this case, smooth as butter. Kizer isn't quite there yet. The more I use it, the more it loosens up. Not a bad action, but definitely not the same as ZT. This is a goniometer we use up at the store for knife sharpening, and we can split a little laser beam there and get the angle of the bevel. The total bevel angle here is at 40 degrees. I would therefore think it's 20 degrees per side. Here's the hinderer versus some manila rope. As you can see, it's razor sharp. It's the hinderer versus my camera too. So here's the razor sharp S35VN Kizer. It does at least as good, maybe a little better. So I'm going to take it outside, carve up some wood, put a little point on a stick, notch some wood here in a second, and I'll do some other things with it that will make you cringe. It does pretty well, it cuts nice. So S35VN is the bigger brother to S30V. It's a second generation super steel, note for its toughness and edge retention. It's got about 3% vanadium, 14% chromium, and some niobium, whatever that is. At any rate, it's generally regarded as a legitimate next level super steel. So it's interesting to see this stuff coming out of China at this point. We'll see what type of reception it gets. Yeah, it's the best I'm notching wood today. And on the left I'm feathering a stick, and on the right I'm cutting up some cardboard up at the warehouse. I'm going to put just over 150 cuts on the knife and see how the edge holds up. You'll see me cut some paper after I do that. Cardboard is very hard on knives. I'm also about to baton with a knife. You do not have to leave comments about that. I know it's not what you do with a folding knife. That's right. I was striking with a knife too, and look, the lockup is still good. There's no lateral motion. Still really tight. You don't ever want to strike with a folding blade knife. That's not what they're designed for. You really put a lot of stress on the lockup, the pins, and pivot, and everything like that, and even the titanium liner lock itself. I'm going to stress the tip here. Stabbing and prying. It's also stresses the blade and can gouge the end of the titanium liner as well, the liner lock mechanism. Looks good. Definitely not a razor's edge anymore. It's been through all the cardboard at this point, and striking, batoning, etc. Still catches on my thumbnail, so it's got a decent workable edge on it, and it'll cut this tiny little receipt most of the time. It tears it a few times. Well guys, I'm sort of afraid to admit that I actually like this knife quite a bit. I haven't used a lot of S35VN, so I can't comment as to how durable, tough, and good the edge retention is compared to other S35VN knives, but as far as I'm concerned, it outperforms a lot of the non-super steel knives I've used. So it seems to be durable. I was sort of worried about doing the striking and batoning with it, but it held up really well. Like I said, the action's loosening up, and if you can stand the idea of a Chinese knife that cost over $100, you know, I would check this knife out, guys. I can't discourage it. I'm pretty impressed. And I didn't want to be. Leave your comments below and take it easy, guys.